Hello, and welcome back to Long Live the Queen. So I took the liberty of going back through everything so you don't have to sit through all the boring stuff that we've already gone over a million times. And I just wanted to highlight a couple of the key differences between the previous runs and this one. So first of all, Charlotte's safe, Charlotte's good. And so secondly, this is right before we go and meet with the older guy who's trying to get married to Elodie. And we are upgrading flattery and court manners. So, with that done, Talorist, Duke of Sedna, appears, and he makes his greeting. What a pleasure it is to meet you in person at last. Your description did not do you justice. And we succeed in our flattery, and we don't make a total fool of ourselves. You have a silver tongue, your grace, or an eye for unfinished potential, both admirable qualities. I was so pleased to hear you had accepted my humble offering, because back then she was still a total dunce, and we've been working with her on this point. A jewel for a jewel, but you are the more precious. I hope that this is only the beginning of a mutually beneficial relationship. A union between us would bring stability to both our peoples. He really does want to marry me. We're going to politely decline. I need to let him down gently. And we succeed in court manners, so she's just so she doesn't go no, fuck you. And instead says, Your Grace, I hold you in the highest respect. But I regret my impulsive enthusiasm may have misled you. Such a decision should not have been made in haste. I would, of course, look kindly on your suit in the future. I am in complete agreement, Your Highness. There is no need to rush. A solid union requires strong foundations. I wish only to meet you, to get to know you, and then to see you again. Perhaps you could show me around your castle? Certainly. And there we go. That's all done and done. Okay, so the next point on which we are at is before the parade. So the last time we went on the parade, if I remember right, we stayed behind because we were afraid of getting assassinated or making a fool of ourselves or something. And this time we've got public speaking and royal demeanor, elegance. So we're going to go for public speaking and elegance. And he's talking to us about it, and we decide we will make a speech and lead the parade. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever. My little girl, and he's so proud of us. You prepare your best gown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. It would not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are. You can tell from the excited murmurs around you that the people are impressed with your queenly appearance. Hey! At the end of the route, you help the priestesses turn over the earth for the new tree to be planted. After the blessings are read, you hold up your hands and call for silence so that you can speak. My affectionate greetings to you all, and my thanks, for it is the people that make this domain great. We are here today to celebrate the gifts of the good lady, the promise of fertility and new birth. Winter always comes, but winter is followed by spring. Each of us faces hardships, but we grow back stronger than ever. Now is the time for new beginnings, and for my beginning as your queen. Your words are met with great applause. The procession regroups and to return to the castle. Bleh, for some reason I can't read today. Okay, and I forget whether or not I managed to save before the ball, or if I only saved after the ball. So if I'm remembering correctly, if I didn't save before the ball so I could show you what happens at the ball, basically we impressed everyone with our queenly appearance, we did not suffer from double left foot syndrome, and we basically were very successful in the night, and we didn't totally piss off all of the courtiers. And we were not hailed as a martial lady, we were hailed as a lady of good wisdom, basically. So, and here, this is the encounter with Siren, not Jocelyn. But yeah, okay, so We maintained our composure, and we greet her politely. You manage to smile at her in what you hope is a welcoming manner. Good day to you, Countess. Your Highness, good day to you as well. I was just speaking with your father about... well, it wasn't important. Please allow me to excuse myself. I don't wish to be in the way. She bows her head to you and exits. Once she's gone, you raise an eyebrow at your father, and then they have that conversation where she's just like, you're dating other women, I don't like it. And he reminds us that you should be careful about how you deal with people like Surin. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. I'm paying attention to what's around me! Totally failing intelligence. Okay, and so this should bring us back up to speed with what's happened with Elodie and everything. And pretty much everything else has gone according to plan. Everything else has been successful the way it has been in the previous runs. I don't remember if I've already sent her out on the trip to her friend's party, or if like I've saved that for like now. I don't know. I don't remember where I saved. It's been a month. But we have a new outfit. Which one? Oh my gosh! She's a magical girl now. Oh, it's so cool. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. I full-heartedly accept this. Oh yeah, okay. So, but my guess is that Lumen's going to be very important for the end game. And I don't know if I should keep on increasing it as of this moment. But I also think that it's going to be very important to get things like intrigue up as well. Intrigue gets boosts when we're angry. So, or when we're willful. Currently we're cheerful, so by concentrating you can create a wave of discontent which panics or enrages animals in the area. You learn to create a blade of solid light which you can wield like a sword to slice through the flesh and stone alike. You learn to direct a beam of searing light through the end of a staff, burning wherever you point it. So cool. Whoa. Logistics and trade. Whoopsie. A falling star! Pretty! Never mind what it could portend. It's okay, we're not worried about any of that whatsoever. You learn to detect ongoing enchantments, such as blessed weapons that can do magical damage. You learn to tell the difference between different kinds of magical signatures, so that you can tell roughly what a spell you detect is meant to achieve. You gain increased resistance against heat and cold, becoming comfortable in different weather and environments, and able to sip hot soup without burning your tongue. You learn how to quickly flare magical shields around you to detect an incoming attack. This uses much less energy than a constant shield, but it requires good timing to be effective. Alright. Uh-oh. I have unpleasant news to report. Talarist, the Duke of Sedna, has instituted high tariffs and trade restrictions at the Elath border. Business is disrupted, and there are growing shortages of supplies. But we know our economics, because I used that to get past the guardsmen. You have a large amount of discretionary funds remaining in the treasury. You can easily handle this situation. We send emergency aid. Then the royal treasury will pay to keep the people fed. Very well. Alright, smart decision. No bluffing necessary. You expand your magical perceptions to give you some idea of where a detected spell was cast from and how long ago. You learn to detect the latent power that signifies a lumen even when he or she is not actively working their magic. You learn how to maintain a low-level deflection field so that magical attacks not directly targeted at you will slide harmlessly aside. Dab 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 dab. This doesn't need much power, so you can keep it up for long periods of time. You learn how to directly counter offensive magic with your own power, so that you can burn out a spell that someone else has cast. This is very dangerous if the other spell is too powerful. My lady, there are letters for you. Another letter from Brienne. Why does she keep writing me? We were never even friends. She says she's bored and lonely and looking forward to seeing me at Gwenelle's birthday party. That's right, Gwenelle is about to turn 15. She'll be Duchess of Sudbury for real now. This other letter must be my invitation to her birthday celebration next week. Gwenelle and I were friends at school, and this will be a big event. But it's also a long way to travel. A lot of things can happen on the road, like your death. Divination failed. We're going to send our regrets, because otherwise I know for sure she's gonna die again. I'd better stay here. Poor baby. It's okay, baby. You sneak out of the castle to have a little fun. You enjoy your freedom, but your father won't like it if he finds out. Alright, now we're willful. Okay, so. Ooh, for some reason that gives us a huge boost to Lumen. Okay. Okay, I like that. Okay, so I guess we'll do wield magic and intrigue. Because we need to make sure that we are on the up and up and not going to totally let ourselves die. By concentrating, you can create a wave of discontent, which panics, confuses, or enrages other people around you. You learn to shape light into images of things that are far away or things that don't exist at all. You learn to create a powerful explosion of light, burning those caught within and blinding those who look at it. Sweet. Okay, I think we're good on Lumen for now. All of my friends are at Gwenelle's party and I don't get to go. I sent Gwenelle a letter saying I couldn't come, but it was her mother, the Countess, who replied. I think she's insulted that I didn't consider the event important enough to attend. Well, I'm sorry. You would have died, and that would have been awful. Ah, the Duchess of Lilla has sent you a gift. What's this? It's a cushion finely embroidered with the design of a running horse. It's well done, and clearly required hours and hours of needlework, but it's also fairly useless. That's nice, I guess. Ooh, failed foreign affairs. Let's give it to Alice. Would you like to have it? But the Duchess sent that pillow to you. I don't care about her. Test of cruelty? What the heck? I'm sorry, my lady, I can't accept your gift. It would not be appropriate. Why does everyone care so much about what's appropriate? The Duchess of Mead is here to see you, my lady. Hello, Elodie. I'm sorry to trouble you, but have you seen Brienne? No, not since I left school. She shakes her head. She's gone missing. She's not at school where she should be. I know she was unhappy, but I never expected. She wrote me a letter saying that she was bored and looking for adventure, but that's all I know. Oh dear. I hope she hasn't done anything too foolish. My poor little lamb. I have to go look for her. Ooh, things are developing. Oh dear. Oh, freaky. As you are walking through the great hall, a freak gust of wind suddenly blows out all the candles in the room. How strange. There must be an open window somewhere. Oh boy, baby girl. We need to get divination, apparently, because divination has been, like, seriously important. Okay, so this is new enough that I can talk about it. As a monarch, you are expected to embody the virtues of honesty, bravery, and generosity. You should always offer aid to those in need. However, those you aid personally are expected to give you their utmost loyalty, even until death. You study the forms of written address, how to issue and decline invitations, how to announce an impending visit, and how to correspond with the rulers of foreign domains. You study the language of flowers and the secret meanings that can be communicated through the gifts of a bouquet. Cool. And then just like rope climbing. Things have been so unsettled lately. Everyone's on edge. We need something cheerful. You could hold a tournament. What a good idea. Knights, jousting, musicians, all sorts of competitions. Everyone loves a contest. What will you offer as prizes to the winners? Status and praise. being declared the best in front of the entire domain should be prize enough for anyone. Very well, I will draft the announcements. You leave him to his work. As you move through the hall, your eyes fall upon a vase of flowers, pretty but apparently not getting enough water. The leaves on one blossom have shriveled. More divination. Someone on hall duty is being lazy. Those flowers should be replaced. You continue up the stairs to your room, where a maid is waiting for you. My lady, a gift has arrived from Kigal. From the Duke? No, my lady. A merchant house, I believe. It was sent with a shipment down Kavala River. You tear open the brightly colored paper to find... chocolates! Trade and production failed. Okay, so apparently they failed something important. There is a little card with the box. With our compliments, the House of Kralat. Court manners success. That's oddly high-handed for some tiny trader I've never heard of. Dogs failed and intrigue failed. Let's save it for later, because if we failed an intrigue, it doesn't sound good. I don't feel like candy right now. Maybe later. Okay, intrigue must be brought higher. The easiest to bring up will be willfulness, but we're going to need to be yielding if we're going to want divination at any point. So, but first things first, we gotta make sure that our intrigue is on par. This is the week of the general tournament. Nobles and commoners alike have turned out to compete against each other. The people will be pleased if you participate in their games. However, it would expose you to danger. What event do you wish to partake in? Nothing? Like, literally, there's nothing here that she's good at, honestly. I guess I'll just watch from my tower. The tournament goes on without you. After the tournament, a minor tragedy is revealed. One of the stewards apparently had an incredible sweet tooth and dared to steal a piece of your recently received chocolates. He had a sweet tooth. The chocolates were poisoned. When you ask questions, it turns out that the merchant house which supposedly sent you this present never existed. Someone has tried to kill you, but you don't know who. Hey. Yeah, I'm the smart one. We don't just eat random chocolates when we failed an intrigue test. Okay. It's gonna be important to build our military now, just in case some things start to happen, because we're starting to get assassination attempts, and that's never good. So... My lady, your father wishes to speak with you. He says it's urgent. Fine, I'm coming. You find your father standing over a map of the coastline, his face grave. Ships have been sighted on approach from Shanjia. Not trade ships. This is a war fleet. What? Within a week, they will be in Novan waters. Within 2, they could reach the capital. Then we will fight to defend ourselves. You can try to use the treasury funds to hire additional soldiers, but it may be difficult on short notice. Sure. Fine, we'll do that. You will need to draw up a naval strategy for our ships to carry out. You could choose to act as admiral and lead the fleet in person, but the danger to you would be very great. Unless you think your personal skills will make the difference, I strongly advise against it. Let's stay in the capital. I think it was a very good decision to start in on our military things, but apparently too little too late, as with everything. Okay. No, there's too much to do here. I can't go to sea. Alright. And we unlocked the cat suit. Great. Alright, so that concludes today's episode of Long Live the Queen. We're alive again. Thank goodness. Going strong. Finally a Lumen. And, yeah. All is well. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll be seeing you in the next episode where apparently we go to war. Bye bye. Use up a lot of fuel for this, so... Alright. Right here. Shift. Oh wait, no. Okay, so we gotta... Woo! Nice! Oh, hi. Pardon! You, sir, need to stop. I need to heal. And yeah, thank you. Wow.
persuade her to give you that override key.
Override key, okay. Something about override key, and somehow...